Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. How are we doing today? Alhamdulillah. اليوم بإذن الله راح نتناول الصف الثالث والرابع الابتدائي مادة اللغة الإنجليزية Unit Food, Rhythms and Sounds. معكم المعلمة سارة الشبيكي. As always, it's a pleasure. So, let's remember our classroom agreements. Please make sure that you have found a quiet place and that you're sitting comfortably. Do not come to class hungry. If you're hungry, please grab a snack and then come to class. As always, we will do a lot of writing, so make sure that you have your pen and pencil, your notebook, and your We Can Too book. Excellent. So let's go over what we took last time. What do we remember from last lesson? Let's look at this together. We learned to act out the talks about food with a partner. What does that mean? What do you like to eat? For breakfast, maybe. Right? When you wake up in the morning, what do you like to eat? Right? Maybe you like to have, right, milk with a sandwich, right? This is what I like to eat. What do you like to eat? Yes, we also learned how to say two kinds of food that we like. Maybe you like kabsa, maybe you like salad, or maybe you like to have an apple. Right, do you like apples? Me too. So, let's prepare ourselves for today's lesson by going over the objectives. Let's read them together. So, as always, as many times we have learned to ask and respond to simple assigned sentences. Today we're going to be using who. We will differentiate between intonation patterns through today's chant. We will also differentiate between prepositions. What does that mean? Means that when we put things in places, we use prepositions like in and on. We will read simple, short sentences. We will continue identifying different kinds of food. We will also spell sight words correctly. We will go over them, read them, and write them. As always, we will use lined paper correctly. By now, all of you are experts in holding a pencil and writing on lined paper. Show me your notebook. Show me maybe something you've written before. Show it to me. Open it. That's beautiful. Do you notice that your handwriting now is different than the beginning? See what you've done? You have been learning through practice. Excellent job. Okay, so let's begin today's lesson by looking at the pictures. So prepare yourself to look at the pictures and tell me, what do you notice? Over here we can see, right? Two things. What do you notice about them? Right, one of them has something inside. One of them is empty. What are these? I see two jars. One is an empty jar. It has nothing inside. One is a jam jar, which means it's a jar with jam on the jar, in the jar. Excellent. Inside. And look at this picture over here. Did this make you hungry? Right? There's a lot of sweet treats. So what do you see? I see all kinds of sweet treats. Maybe you know this one, right? It's a lollipop. Do you like cake? This is a cake. And over here, what do we see? Yes, it's a cookie. Do you like cookies? Show me as if you're holding a cookie in your hand, right? You can hold a cookie in your hand. Is there another kind of sweet that you can hold with your hand? Right? There are different kinds of, right, biscuits. You can hold a lollipop with your hand, right? Excellent. Now what do you see? What do we see over here? We see, yes, a boy and a girl. the girl is doing something over here. Show me your pencil. Give it to me. So here I am reaching out to take the pencil, right? So you give me something and I take it. Over here, the girl took the book from the boy. Okay? Do you know how to say the word took? We will use it in today's chant, inshallah. So, we saw a picture of a jam jar. This is a picture of 4. What's inside the jar? Cookies. So we have 4 cookie jars. Do we now know what a cookie jar looks like? Yes, so it's a jar with cookies inside. Oh, look at this. This is another cookie jar. What do you see inside? Yes, there are cookies. Do they all look the same? No, they look different. Look closely. Over here we have, this is a chocolate chip cookie. Yes, the kind that we saw at the beginning. And look, here we have a cookie that looks like a heart. And this here is another cookie, and it has a star inside. Do you remember when we learned about shapes? One of them is a star. So here we have a cookie with a star inside. So, now that we have went over all these pictures, open page 12 and look at Safrut on page 12. What's he doing? Yes, I see chocolate chip cookies. And what's he doing? I see a question mark. He's wondering about something, right? So, let's listen to the chant and find out what he is wondering about. Now, before we begin, boys and girls, I want you to look again at this picture and notice that we have here a question mark. I have a question. So, I want to have an answer. Someone did something, right? We see a cookie jar, but someone opened it, took the cookies, and ran away. We don't know who took it. So, this boy is saying, let's listen together.
Who took the cookies from the cookie jar? Who took the cookies from the cookie jar?
So, when we say who, what answer do we expect? Right? When I say who wrote this, if I see your notebook and I love your writing, I'm going to say, who wrote this beautiful sentence? And then you're going to say, I wrote it. So you're going to say a name of a person, or you're going to say someone did it. So this is why we use who. Okay, so let's continue listening.
Safrut took the cookies from the cookie jar. Safrut took the cookies from the cookie jar.
So just like you would say that my friend wrote this, or this is my friend's writing, or I wrote this, or Safrut, this is Safrut's notebook. So they answered the question with a name. Safrut. Safrut took the cookies from the cookie jar. Let's listen to the rest of the chant.
Who, me? Yes, you. Not me. Who, me? Yes, you. Not me.
So, after Safrut said, he found out that they said he's the one who took the cookies. He said, no, it wasn't me. So remember, this is a game. Are we getting used to this? So first of all, we said, who took the cookies from the cookie jar? And then someone who's playing says, Safrut took the cookies from the cookie jar. And then Safrut says, who, me? And then everyone says, yes, you. And then Safrut says, not me. You see what we're doing here? So we're chanting and repeating the same sentences. Who took the cookies from the cookie jar? Who, me? Yes, you, not me. Then,
who took the cookies from the cookie jar? Then who took the cookies from the cookie jar?
can you read the chant again with me? Let's go over this one more time. So first, who took the cookies from the cookie jar? This is the answer, a name of a person. Safrut took the cookies from the cookie jar. And then what does Safrut say? He says, who, me? Then we say, yes, you. He says, not me. Then we all say, who took the cookies from the cookie jar? Can you say that question more than one time super quickly? This is the chant, boys and girls, that we are able to say the question again and again without messing up. Okay, so let's continue practicing the chant by opening page 13. I will show you how to play the game step by step. Ready? Let's read the instructions together. So you can play this game, remember it's a game, with a group, 3 or more people. Each of you will be called a number. So instead of using your name, you will say, I'm number 7. You will clap and chant to the rhythm. Step 1. The question, who took the cookies from the cookie jar? This boy is the one who asked. Then this boy says, number 9 took the cookies from the cookie jar. It was Safrut before, now it's number 9. And then she says, who, me? Both of them say, yes, you. And then she says, not me. Then they all say together, then who took the cookies from the cookie jar? Are you starting to get used to the chant? The words keep going over and over and you're learning at the same time. So let's look at the whole game together and say, which is step 1? What's the first thing that you do? Right, you ask, who took the cookies from the cookie jar? And then the boy answered, number 9 took the cookies from the cookie jar. And then she said, who, me? They both say, yes, you. And then she says, not me. Then they all say together, then who took the cookies from the cookie jar? How do you lose the game? If you're playing like in a group of 4, how do you lose if you keep saying the same thing over and over again? Right, if someone forgets a word or they mess up, then you say you're out. Then the people who can still say the chant without making mistakes, they stay in the game. Clear? Okay, so let's continue by going over what the word rhythm means if we're talking about a word. Did you know that a word has 1 or more rhythms? True. Tell me your name. Clap as you say your name. Go ahead. Okay, so my name is Sarah. So I'm going to clap while I'm saying my name. Sa-ra. I put my pencil on the table. Did you see what I'm doing here? Maybe when you go out during the day, you can see or feel the sun. I clapped only once for the word sun. Now these are rhythms. Each word has 1 rhythm or 2 or more. When you learn these rhythms, you can say the word correctly. Also, you can spell them correctly once you get used to them. So let's go over some words together, okay, boys and girls? So a word that we said so many times today is the word, say it, cookie. Now say the word and clap. Look at me. Cookie. Who took the cookie from the cookie jar? So I clap my hands whenever a rhythm finishes. Who has one clap? Took, one clap. Cookie, that's two claps. Are you starting to get it? You don't have to know the rhythm of every single word, but know that the words do have rhythms. So let's go over another word. Yes, the word cookie, when we said it, we clapped. How many times? 2 times. Let's look at this word together. Jar. Now say the word jar and clap your hands. How many times did you clap? 2 times? Did I say jar? No, it doesn't even sound right. We said jar. Excellent. We only clapped 1 time, right? Now say the word elephant. I challenge you to say elephant and clap. Elephant. How many times did you clap? Elephant. Yes, we clapped 3 times. Right? Elephant. Excellent job. So, after learning that words have rhythms and going over the chant, I think it's time to relax with some writing. Show me your pencils. Are you ready? Now let's open page 73. Let's trace the question. Who took the cookies from the cookie jar? Who took the cookies from the, what kind of jar? Was it a jam jar? It was a cookie jar. Excellent. Cookie jar. The letter J has a tail. Am I finished? No, we have a question mark. Did you trace with me? Okay. Now let's continue on pages 73 and 74. Let's trace and write lowercase q and r. So these are lowercase letters. When we start writing the letter Q, it's like you're going to write the letter what? What letter looks like this? Remember goat? Yes, it starts like the letter G, but when we go down, do we do like this? No. We do like this, we go down and we stop. Clear? Let's begin. Now here we have, starts like a G, and we stop. I like to make a little tail at the bottom. So this is the letter Q. Q. Then we have lowercase r. It's a short letter. Can you write R fast? Excellent. Show me. Are you proud of your writing? I'm so proud of you. Perfect. Okay, let's continue. So, remember at the beginning when we talked about sight words? What are sight words? Right, they're words that you see a lot when you read. When you practice them, how does it help you? Excellent, it helps you read faster, right? So let's practice spelling them correctly as well. So the words that we see, we have the word you took and me. You starts with the letter Y. Remember, boys and girls? This is not in your We Can Too book, so use your notebooks for this. You. Y, O, U. Then we have took. Who took? Then we have me. The word me is also a word that we see a lot when we read, right? Did you have a chance to write those 3 sight words? We have 3 more to go. So show me your pencils, get your notebooks ready, and let's begin. We also have the. We see the word the so many times. The, T-H-E. Then we have the word from. From. Can you read this one? Show me with your hands. Not me. Excellent. Not. So, starts with the letter N-O-T. N-O-T. So boys and girls, if you did not have a chance to finish the pages with me, please complete pages 73 and 74 at your own time, okay? So let's go over what we did today. What did we learn today? So we learned how to chant. Do you feel like you can chant it? Right? The faster you say it, right, then the better you will play the game. Try not to make mistakes when you say it. So you learned to chant the cookie jar chant using good rhythm. We also learned how to say, who took the cookies from the cookie jar? How many times? 3 times. Can you say them 3 times super fast? Go ahead, stand up. Maybe when you stand up, you can say them faster, right? Who took the cookies from the cookie jar? Who took the cookies from the cookie jar? Who took the cookies from the cookie jar? The more you say it, the faster you can go, and then it's easier to make mistakes when you say them fast. So when you play it with a group of people, you can say, you made a mistake, and then they're out, right? Okay, so you will find in your book that we have, in the advice time, what do we have? Yes, eat with your, show me both your hands, with your right hand, right? Remember, before when we talked about what do we do when we sit at a table and we eat? Yes, we need to sit down. What do we say before we eat? We say Bismillah. We eat with our right hand, okay? So remember that when you eat next time. I'm sure you already do. All right? All right, boys and girls, thank you so much. I hope you had fun as much as I did. I'll see you soon, inshallah. Bye-bye.